My colleague Fauzu Masawudu has been monitoring events leading up to that crucial by-election on March 3 and joins us live in studio. Fauzu, you're welcome. You have been monitoring this particular filing of nominations. Baba Jamal has been there. What was the reception, the atmosphere looking like as he walked into FAO? All right.
Akosia, tomorrow, voting is expected to begin, and already supporters are crackling in anticipation, and the atmosphere today was indeed telling. We know that the February 7 primary ahead of the March 3 by-election has dominated the various talking points, but one that has been central is the entry of Ghana's High Commissioner to Nigeria, Baba Jamal, into the race, and of course, the widow of the late Member of Parliament, Hajia Amina Adam. So far, 6 aspirants have picked up their nomination, but as of today, one person has withdrawn from the race.
That's contesting on the side of the NDC?
Yes, on the NDC. Okay. That's the NDC primary. One person has withdrawn from the race. That's Abdul Salam Daru, and he cites reasons that he's been given advice from the party hierarchy, and of course, Hajia Amina Adams' commitment to empowering young people. And with that, he declared that he's going to support Hajia Amina Adam to ensure that her parliamentary aspirations indeed see the light of day. So, Akosia, the atmosphere is just about that. It's so much pomp and pageantry in the constituency, especially among the NDC supporters and what have you, all expecting that their favorite candidates or their favorite aspirants, and once they go through the vetting process tomorrow, emerges victorious at the end of the February 7 primary.
Okay, the by-election itself, we know that 6 aspirants are contesting on the side of the NDC and one has withdrawn.
So
we have 5 now,
yes.
And we have 1 contestant on the side of the NPP. Generally, I know that you've been on the grounds talking to some delegates. What have they been citing as some of the, decisions that will influence them to vote for a particular candidate for that election?
So, Akosia, one thing that has been indeed guiding my interactions, especially with the aspirants contesting to lead the NDC in that March 3 by-election, is how their campaign is going to be like, because Akosia, we know that the Ayawaso East constituency is indeed a safe haven for the governing National Democratic Congress. So essentially, if you are an NDC candidate and you go through the primary, then by extension, you are just a step ahead, a step into parliament. And so they are putting in so much into this primary. They are breaking their backs to ensure that they do not leave any stone unturned. Akosia, and it will baffle you, like it has been baffling a lot of other people, that Baba Jamal want to relinquish, so to speak, his position, his diplomatic position in Nigeria to come and serve at the Ayawaso East constituency. And even though in a previous interview, he mentioned that it's early days yet for him to decide whether or not he would resign or push for the president to recall.
I think that's a question a lot of people are asking.
Absolutely, now. To recall, his diplomatic position. Today, he made it clear after filing his nomination that his decision or his desire to come back to contest for the Ayawaso East primary is hinged on the fact that he believes he can better serve in Ayawaso East than in Nigeria.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's instructive to know that. And also, today we spoke to the committee, in charge of vetting, and if you like, organizing the election, the vetting committee at the regional level. And they mentioned that the widow of the late Member of Parliament, that's Hajia Amina Adams, has requested that she be vetted virtually.
Is there any specific reason?
Yeah, so they didn't explicitly state why she's making that request, but we want to believe that it's because of, she's a Muslim, and as a widow, you need to go through a period of seclusion where you have to abstain from public appearances, engaging in public functions and what have you for 4 months and 10 days before you can do so. And in fact, that has been a topical, issue after she declared the intention of coming into the race. So we asked them that, is this a request that they have granted? And they indicated that they have not granted same, but the party functionary would meet to decide whether or not this request will be granted. So tomorrow vetting is expected to happen, but we do not know whether Hajia Amina Adams' request to be vetted virtually would be granted.
Right, detailed information there coming in from my colleague Fauzi Masaudu. Thank you so much for joining us with that particular information. Now we know that tomorrow vetting is expected to happen ahead of the March 3 primary or by-election that we would see in Ayawaso East constituency. Fauzi,